Hey everyone, my name is Marissa Martinez. I have played softball for 14 years now, and it's something I've always been very passionate about. So today I'm going to teach you the basics to fielding and throwing a softball. This is designed for beginners or intermediate players who are interested in learning the proper techniques when it comes to these softball elements. Thank you! Before we get into the throwing and fielding aspect of the video, first we need to go over the attire. So, you will either need to start by wearing softball pants or sweats, as seen here. Then, you will need a comfortable t-shirt or athletic shirt. Then, either athletic shoes or more preferably cleats. Cleats are the shoes that she's wearing right here that have spiked bottoms in order to ensure traction while on the field with all the dirt. Then, you will also need a ball and a glove. And the glove has to be a softball glove. There's a difference between a baseball and softball glove that is just too complicated to get into right now. And then you'll need a ball. And that was all you will need to get started while playing softball. Just be sure that you have all these materials before going out there and having some fun. As you can see here, there are red seams in the shape of a horseshoe. You're going to use your 4 fingers and hold it along the seam for the most accurate of throws. If the seams are facing upright like this, and you grab it along those seams, your throw may not be as accurate. So, you're going to want to avoid this at all costs. Once you get the feel of the ball, it will come naturally to just grab and throw, but for now, you will just have to practice at that. Now that you have properly learned how to hold the ball, now it is time to learn how to throw the ball. In this sequence of instructions, I will teach you some techniques and skills needed to throw the ball. So this is what we would call on-the-shelf technique, and this is used for throwing the softball. So step 1 would be put the ball on the shelf like such. Then you would step with your front foot, pivot your back, and follow through to your hip. And again, in fast motion, we're going to go ahead and put the ball on the shelf, step with your front foot, pivot your back, and follow through. So this is just the front view. So, as you can see, she puts it on the shelf, steps, pivots, and goes down to her hip. And as you can see here, it's her live throwing. So she's using the same techniques learned from earlier in order to throw the ball accurately. Now that you have learned the steps to throwing the ball, we will apply those to fielding the ball. This right here is called the drawing the triangle technique. So this is used to help ensure that you know how to take a ground ball correctly. So what you would do is you'd put both your feet at the edge of the thing, shoulder width apart, and then you would put your glove hand down at the top of the triangle, and notice how the top hand is covering the glove in this photo right here, and that is to ensure that the ball doesn't come up and hit you once you get the grounder. Once you get that down, then the following steps would apply. Step 1, take your front foot. Step 2, your back foot. Then you put your glove down. So step 1, step 2, step 3. And this is just a side angle view. So as again, you see the step down, and you can see she has her bend in her knees, not her back. Then you take the step down. Now that you've learned about fielding so far, you want to use those steps to taking an actual grounder. As you can see here in the video demonstrated, she is taking her steps forward, putting her glove down in order to stop the ball. Incorporating throwing and fielding is the easy part. All you do is grab the ball, turn on your side, and throw the ball with previous throwing techniques, as well as this shown here. You take your steps, you throw. Now that you've learned all the steps and skills and techniques required to throwing and fielding a ball, you are now ready to incorporate them into fielding a ground ball completely. Congratulations! Now that you have learned all these skills and techniques needed to throwing, you can now go out and have some fun on your own time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned a lot.